Even when the mongoose family hides deep inside an old termite mound, they still cannot enjoy a peaceful morning.
Their longtime companion, the southern yellow-billed hornbill, is more reliable than any alarm clock.
Every morning, it calls the entire group out for breakfast.
During the colder months, the mongooses would rather curl up and keep sleeping. But the hornbill knows exactly how to end that dream.
It begins tossing dirt straight into the entrance. Eventually, the sleepy mongooses have no choice. But even after providing individual wake-up service, it still has to wait, despite being very hungry.
Mongooses have their own rhythm. They groom themselves, one Sunday. Only when given a signal does the group begin to move.
Before leaving, the mongooses perform a strange handstand while scent marking their territory by raising their bodies high. They may leave their scent at a greater height, making intruders believe a much larger animal lives here.
Mongooses also possess an extremely powerful sense of smell. They can detect prey hidden beneath the soil.
At first, this may look like nothing more than opportunistic stealing. Mongooses are among the most venom-resistant animals in the African savanna. Scorpions, venomous spiders, and large insects are all valuable meals.
Whenever the mongooses begin digging, the hornbill takes advantage of the disturbance. Beetles, lizards, and insects flushed from cover are quickly snatched up by its long bill.
At first, this may look like nothing more than opportunistic stealing.
But it is actually a highly effective feeding strategy.
The hornbill uses the mongooses as a moving hunting team, turning their feeding grounds into its own mobile dining table.
The mongooses rarely care about losing a few small prey items.
Because the service the hornbill provides is far more valuable. Its sharp eyes constantly scan the ground and the sky above. High overhead, the martial eagle silently circles. The mongooses stop feeding and listens. The entire group races toward the nearest termite mound.
The danger passes, and the savanna exhales. Only after the eagle disappears does the hornbill switch to soft.
One by one, the mongooses emerge again. For the hornbill, giving an alarm costs almost nothing.
But for the mongoose family, that warning may save a life.
The group quickly returns to feeding. Several mongooses stop beside an active termite mound. They sniff the ground repeatedly, then begin to dig.
Within moments, insects once protected beneath the soil are exposed on the surface. For the banded mongooses, they are rich in protein and fat. And once again, the hornbill benefits.
Suddenly, the bird stops feeding. It flies to a high branch and begins watching the surrounding grassland. Seconds later, another alarm call rings out. The mongooses immediately turn and sprint toward shelter.
This is the greatest advantage of having a lookout above. The mongooses cannot see very far, but the hornbill can.
At first, the large animal causes a moment of caution, but the dominant mongoose soon recognizes a familiar visitor. The alarm call stops. A different call takes its place. Immediately, the mongooses rush out of the termite mound.
This time, they are not running away. They are heading straight toward a warthog. What interests them is not the warthog itself. It is the tiny creatures living on its body.
Warthogs regularly roll in mud. The mud helps cool their bodies and protects their skin from the sun.
But once it dries, it forms cracks and folds where ticks can hide.
For the warthog, these parasites are a constant burden. For the mongooses, they are a nutritious meal. The animals quickly climb onto the warthog's shoulders, back, and neck. Then they carefully remove the ticks with their sharp teeth.
The relationship between the striped mongoose and the southern yellow-billed hornbill is no exception. Across the African savanna, many animals have learned to take advantage of each other's presence. Not out of kindness, but because nature favors relationships that benefit both sides.
The mongooses help stir up the ground, exposing insects and small animals that the hornbill would have difficulty finding on its own.
In return, the hornbill's skyward-gazing eyes often detect danger before the mongooses do. Their day of foraging ends. Tomorrow, they will start again from the same place. And perhaps the strength to survive doesn't come from being the strongest, but from knowing when to rely on each other. That is one of the oldest lessons nature has silently preserved for millions of years.